What's going on, guys? United Gaming back in our MLB Show 21 video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the first edition of my finest predictions. We're going to be starting with the East divisions. We're going to be doing the AL East and the NL East, so we're going to be doing those 10 teams. I got 2 for each except one team, which I think is a lock already. Now, it is not guaranteed that it is going to be Team Infinity, but if it's not Team Infinity, that would be stupid. So because basically we got Team Infinity Season 5 coming out on the 19th, $99.99. Yes, we don't have Finest yet, and I feel like it'd be really dumb to have Team Infinity Season 5 and not put Finest in it. I feel like it'd be stupid, at least in my mind. So basically, you know, that's the Finest coming out soon, hopefully. If it doesn't come out then, I don't know when the heck it's coming out. But basically, I didn't just put the best player on each team. I tried to keep in mind who had endgame cards already. So for the Phillies, it isn't going to be Bryce Harper. Even though he obviously had the best hero on that team, he isn't going to be the finest card. Because obviously, he already has his 99 MVP card. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to give him 2 99s. At least in my mind, it doesn't make sense. And this video is also pre-recorded. So if something's updated, if something gets updated with the calendar, and I missed that is my bad. It's also why you see anything bosses, because this is actually behind. So if there's some sort of updated change and we guarantee know it's coming out Season 5, that's my bad. But, you know, it's whatever, what you're going to do about it, really. But the Finest is coming. These are my predictions for it. So, anyway, let's get into it. We're going to be starting with my New York Yankees. So, the first guy I went with, and the only relief pitcher on this list, is Jonathan LOAISIGA. Now, I did him because, you know, a lot of the good Yankees who had good seasons, Judge, Stan, already have high overall diamonds. Jonathan LOAISIGA does not, and he had a really outstanding year for the Yankees. He was shut down out of the bullpen. He was better than Chapman in my eyes. He just had a great year out of the bullpen. What else can I say? He'll probably have max out hits per 9. He probably will get a sinker. Will go long. He'll probably get a sinker instead of a 2-seamer if he gets an actual card. So don't think this card will be garbage, because it won't be. LOAISIGA has nasty. He's very similar to Clay Holmes. Even over here, I'm not doing comparison cards, but he's going to be very similar to Clay Holmes. As just a show-off little example there. But yeah, he had a great year for the Yankees. That's all I can say about him. He had a great year as a Yankees fan. I loved watching him. He was shot down out of the bullpen. You know he was going to be good, and he was, especially for a bullpen arm. He was just good. What else can I say? His case probably going to be great. I'm not going to spend too much longer talking about Jonathan LOAISIGA. Anyway, let's get into the next Yankee. The next Yankee is going to be Garrett Cole, the ace, the Cy Young finalist. Cy Young, in my opinion, he's going to win Cy Young. I don't care about Robbie Ray. Anyway, Garrett Cole, 99 overall. He did get a finest card last year, but it was in the finest elite pack. He wasn't actually the finest card. DJ LeMahieu was. And like I said earlier, all like the good hitting Yankees already have good diamond cards. So it just makes sense for Garrett Cole to get one. He doesn't have a good high overall diamond yet. And he's obviously much deserving of one with the great year he had for the Yankees. 99 Garrett Cole, finest. Lock him in. Next team's going to be the Blue Jays. The first guy from the Blue Jays is going to be Bo Bichette, one of many Blue Jays great players. They weren't outstanding this year, but, you know, none of the big guys, 2 of the biggest guys, Robbie Ray and Vlad Guerrero, I did not pick for finest cards because they both have 99s already. So neither of them will be getting finest cards, which is a bit upset. But a Bo Bichette finest card, man, would that be nasty? He has a solid swing. His cards are always pretty nasty, and, you know, Bo flows. I would love to see a high overall Bo Bichette. Even as a Yankees fan, I like Bo. Let's go into the other middle infielder for our finest Blue Jays candidate. And that is going to be AL MVP finalist Marcus Semien, who will probably have maxed out power as a second baseman. Yeah, this card, if we got a finest Semien, man, would that card be really, really good too. That would be probably the best second baseman in the game if we got a 99 overall Semien finest. That card would have great hitting, good fielding, good speed. I wouldn't see a single flaw with the card, to be honest, and to play second base. It'd probably be the best in the game. The vision might be low, but besides that, a high overall Marcus Semien, can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with that. Next is going to be the Red Sox, and my first guy, and the least likely guy in my opinion, is going to be Rafael Devers, who already has his 98 All-Star Game card. That's the reason that a lot of guys are not on this list, because of All-Star Game cards. They are a hard thing to keep in mind when doing finest. But, you know, Devers still has a solid chance. He had a great season. Obviously, he won a Silver Slugger. So, Devers had a great year. I wouldn't be surprised if he got it. Not at all. Even with this 98 overall, wouldn't be surprised if he got it. And if he did, it'd probably just be a slightly boosted version of this card. The next guy, who ironically also has an All-Star Game card, is going to be Xander Bogaerts. Now, he does not want to have one from Team Affinity, and this one is a little lower overall, 96. So if people have like a 96 or something, I'm still going to obviously put him on the list. Bogaerts had a great year. He probably will get the card, more likely than Devers, in my opinion. And if it's a pitcher, it's going to be someone like Tanner Houck. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though. It makes sense to give him to the boosted Red Sox offense that is led by Bogaerts and Devers, who, in my opinion, have the best chance of getting the finest card. The other Ray is going to be Shane McClanahan, who came out, I think, in the middle of the season and basically dominated. He is, I don't think he's top in Rookie of the Year, but he had an insane year. He had 141 strikeouts, and no one on the team actually qualified for ERA, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. But, you know, it's pretty low. I think it's around 3 point something. It's something in that range. According to this thing, it says 3.43, which is basically what I expected. And that'll earn you a finest card. This is Future Stars. They can give him another one, in my opinion. If they'll let Bogaerts or Devers slide, they'll definitely let the Shane McClanahan slide. Our final AL East team is going to be the Baltimore Orioles, and the obvious, most likely guy is going to be Cedric Mullins. I don't even know if I wrote a second one. I think I just wrote Cedric Mullins, if I'm being honest. No, I did have a second one. But anyway, Cedric Mullins obviously had the best year for the Orioles, and, you know, he was just a monster. He had a great year in a very bleak Baltimore Orioles squad. Like, he had great power, great speed, great batting average. There really wasn't anything bad about Cedric Mullins besides his defense. His defense wasn't good. This is an All-Star Game card. Even though they gave him an All-Star Game card, because he was the only Oriole to have an All-Star, be an All-Star, they're probably going to give him the finest due to the fact he had the best season by the Orioles, and the Orioles basically suck. And, you know, since I need two for each one, I feel like this is a solid match, by the way. Ryan Mountcastle, who had a great year as a rookie, and I'm very shocked he didn't get nominated for Rookie of the Year, but anyway, 33 home runs as a rookie. He actually had a nice, solid hitting season, too, besides Mullins, and I don't think he was talked about enough. He definitely had a great year, and he should be talked about more, however, having a great rookie season. He had a great year. Ryan Mountcastle, you know, unlikely, but, you know, he's got a shot. Starting things off the NL East, I'm going with Gene Segura for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, he's probably the second best Phillies offensive player besides Bryce Harper, because Bryce Harper was just a monster, and I can't give him the card because he already has a 99, so I went with Gene Segura, who had a very solid year in his own right. He was probably of low power, but, you know, he'll have high vision, high contact. This card wouldn't be the best, but, you know, it'd be a fun little glitchy card. And the next guy is I think is more likely and will be better. That is going to be Zach Wheeler. I loved this May Monthly Awards card. I absolutely love this card. This card was amazing for me, and I can't wait if he got the 99 overall finest. I would definitely have to try that card out in my rotation. He would be an absolute beast. You know, he's pretty glitchy. He's kind of under the radar. He's got a solid pitch mix. He's got a bit of a weird windup, too, so that's obviously will add to his dominance. And, you know, he just had a great year. I think he's top 3 in Cy Young, if I'm not mistaken. He had a great season, deserves a finest card. Next is going to be from the World Series champion Braves, and that is going to be Austin Riley. He is obviously my guy. I'm going with him. There's one other guy I went with, and it's between these two. There's no other option I could possibly think of. It's between these, either Austin Riley or one other guy, and that's going to just be Freddie Freeman. I'm not even going to bother going and showing his card. I'm just going to say it's Freddie Freeman. Anyway, Austin Riley had a great offensive year, along with Freddie Freeman, who did not get a postseason card for some reason, because they're probably saving it for finest. Riley didn't also get a postseason card, but anyway, he had a near 900 OPS. Freeman's OPS was actually right behind him. Freeman and Riley both had insane years. They were basically side by side, but slightly Austin Riley was better than Freeman, just by a little bit. But Freddie Freeman still had a great year. He's definitely worth mentioning too. Do I think he'll get it? No, but he definitely has a shot. And if not, maybe they do the extra finest thing like they did last year with the finest pack. They can throw him in there. Now, the Mets were interesting. Like, they were very interesting for me because a lot of their good guys already have high diamonds. So I went with one of them as Jonathan VR. You know, he had a solid season. It was good. And I don't see him. I just decided to throw him in there. Pete Alonso was the Mets' best player, but he already has a 99 home run derby card. They're not giving another card. You know, I'm not going to give you Lindor. Lindor was pretty bad most of the year, if I'm being honest. VR wasn't spectacular either, but, you know, he's here. He'll get a good card. If we do get a 99 overall Jonathan VR, I am not complaining. That card would be an absolute beast because Jonathan VR cards are always good. But, you know, is it going to happen? Probably not. The more likely guy is coming up next. If I'm being honest, if I had to pick a Met to win it, it'd probably be Marcus Stroman. And if Marcus Stroman got it, it'd be good. He has a great pitch mix. Slider, sinker, cutter, changeup, all the good meta pitches. He has a bit of a funky windup too, and he'll have good hits in Ks per 9. Probably the best Mets pitcher that wasn't named Jacob deGrom. So, I mean, deGrom already has a 99 anyways, and only played half the season, so we gotta kind of have to keep that in mind. But anyway, Marcus Stroman, great year. Deserves a 99 overall finalist and probably is going to get it over Jonathan VR, sadly. Second to last team, Miami Marlins, Sandy Alcantara, the most likely Marlin, and the other one is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., and I don't think he'll get it because he already has the 98 tops now, and I think Alcantara is more deserving anyway, and Alcantara would be good. He might get outlier on the sinker or the fastball. And, you know, Alcantara is just a good pitcher in general. He's always pretty glitchy in BR if you ever decide to take a gold pitcher, starting pitcher, which you never should. But anyway, you get my idea. The sinker, basically, he can probably rev it up there to give him outlier. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to give him a 99 overall finest. This would be a great card, great velo, great break, and hits for the Ks per 9 wouldn't be bad at all either. And, I mean, if we get 99 overall Jazz Chisholm, I'm not complaining either. That's fine. I'm fine with 99 overall Jazz Chisholm. And for the final team, Washington Nationals, I have one guy and one guy only, Juan Soto. If there's the Washington Nationals, get a finest card to 99 overall. And if it's not Juan Soto, I'm going to march down to SCS, and we are going to have a problem. Not just a minor problem, we're going to have a small little big problem. So, SCS, don't miss the obvious question 1+1 and give Soto off 99 overall finest card. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you again.